Ex-Trump attorney Alina Habba is apparently leaving misery in her wake as she gets ready to leave her position as the interim U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey. And it's not so much leave as in the fact that she is not going to be able to be, to fill that position because it requires Senate approval. Unlikely to get it. She unlikely to get it. Okay. And so, yeah, here's the thing. This is something that I'm sure that those who got stuck working for her cannot wait to see happen. Her to finally walk out. Okay. Because she doesn't get confirmed by this Senate because she's deeply unqualified and, of course, is using this position as a way to attack Trump's political enemies. Okay. Now, according to a report in the New York Times, Habba has infuriated her staffers by following through on her promise that she had made back in March to do political persecutions or prosecutions, I should say. That first word, not entirely far off. Okay. Because she went after Newark Mayor Ras Baraka. Okay. And is now currently going after Representative LaMonica McIver. For what? For trying to, look into conditions of these ICE facilities. Okay. Which, again, we've seen Alligator Auschwitz. Okay. Concentration camp. So that's what this is. And so, yes, when you had these Democrats trying to actually look at the conditions of these places, Habba didn't like that. And so trying to launch these political prosecutions against these Democrats for daring to try to make sure that the conditions here are, good for human life, habitable. Okay. Now, that said, in just months, Habba destroyed morale by prosecuting these Democratic lawmakers, as well as offering special treatment to a repeat felon with ties to Republican lawmakers. I mean, you can't get more political than what she's doing. I mean, lawfare. Well, no, this is what you're doing. You're doing lawfare, and you have made this, you have weaponized. She has weaponized this, her position to go after Democrats. That's really it. It's political weaponization. And not only that, she ended the office's longest running prosecution just days before it was set to go to trial and disbanded the office's civil rights division. And this is according to 16 different sources, by the way, and not just one. Now, the result of all this, of course, is a bunch of prosecutors that are pulling the chute. They're done. Okay, they're getting out of here. Morale in the absolute toilet. And they're like, I can't do this anymore. This is horrible. Now, Habba, by the way, was absolutely embarrassed and had embarrassed one of these U.S. attorneys, assistant U.S. attorney Stephen Domanovich, actually embarrassed him because Habba's office was forced to drop the charges against Ras Baraka. Now, that led to Domanovich getting chewed out by Magistrate Judge Andre Espinoza over Baraka's hasty arrest and an embarrassing retraction of charges. Unsurprisingly, Domanovich has left that position. I don't blame him for that because that is embarrassing. Okay. Now, this case, though, is just one example of how members of this administration have been fighting with federal judges, thanks to Trump. And, of course, they've been making a mockery of the justice system. Look, this is why DOJ lawyers have been quitting in droves. Okay, stuff like this. It had been reported last week. I talked about this. 69 out of the 110 lawyers who work in the DOJ's federal programs bench, which responds to lawsuits against the administration, have left their roles since the 2024 election. That equals to about 62.7% of the branch that is gone. They're gone. They quit. All right. They're done with this. One lawyer who left the unit said that staff had become demoralized and frustrated by the nonstop legal challenges to Trump's illegal policies. At least 4 of the lawyers said that they quit over concerns that Trump's steps to gut the federal agencies and block funding to institutions like Harvard violated the Constitution. So they're like, I'm not going to do illegal stuff for Trump and then lose, get disbarred, lose my life, even go to prison. I'm not going to do it. I'm not interested in defending this criminal administration. So we're done. And what Trump is doing in the federal level is what Habba has been doing in New Jersey. That's really it. And the result, of course, of both of these is mass resignations, brain drain, total embarrassment to all people involved. Now, the other result, of course, and I don't know if this gets mentioned enough. I don't think it does. Who would replace these officials, these career lawyers? Well, I say it would be hack lawyers, Project 2025 goons, and generally unqualified people. I mean, look, no one who in a normal system, and we're far from that, could actually win a case for this administration, for these policies on the merits. The thing is, though, and what's really disturbing is I don't think they need to win on the merits anymore because, they wouldn't win. But they probably will because the far right owns the Supreme Court. They will rubber stamp anything. They will rule in the administration's favor, regardless of the arguments, regardless of the law. So perhaps all of the people who are quitting, well, that might be part of the plan all along. Or at the very least, the people quitting just opens up those positions for the hack lawyers, the people who will absolutely put themselves on the line to defend this regime. It will open their way so that they can take these positions. I don't know. Either way, it's a complete mockery of our justice system and just an absolute failure on every single level. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.